It's the Coach Babers Insider headed into Week 4. The Orange 3-0 and back home as their three-game dome stand continues with Connecticut here for a 4 o'clock kickoff on Saturday. And Coach, we always start these with what the Sunday morning, Monday morning told you about the game. Obviously, people are excited about the win over Florida State. How about upon further review?
Defense, really complete game. Just the effort was unbelievable. Just to go back, if you've got a TV copy of the game, go back and just watch the effort. Watch how many people are around the football. Absolutely relentless. And then when you go back into the kicking game part of it, a lot of their athletes, a lot of their twos are more athletic than our twos, but if you look at the effort of some of our walk-ons and some of our scholarship players against those guys, fantastic job on special teams. Had some mishaps, obviously, offensively in the first half and in short yardage and all those type of things, but overall, we constantly kept pounding the football, and in the third and the fourth quarter, the dam broke a little bit, and it was good to see that maybe we didn't win the early physical battle as a football team, but there's no doubt coming out of that game that they've got some people in the training room.
Well, over the long haul, certainly made a difference there. How do you work with your team through handling success? Beating Florida State gets attention. There's more requests for your time. The players are getting loved up, I'm sure, on social media and the rest of it, and you've got to keep the focus.
We've got to let all that stuff go. We're really focusing on playing it one game at a time. I know everyone says that, but we're committed to that. The only thing that we're thinking about is the Connecticut Huskies. Coach Etzel coming back in here and being a graduate and wanting to get, and us understanding what that means when someone comes back, because in latter years, maybe we didn't understand exactly what that meant. So we're staying extremely focused in practice, and we're putting all our attention to the Connecticut Huskies.
Yeah, there certainly is a lot of orange on that staff. Not only Randy Edsel play here, his wife is a Hall of Famer here. He's got Terry Richardson, who wore number 44 as a running back here. Frank Joffrey was an offensive lineman here from down the road. So they know what they're getting into. What about their football team, where obviously they're in a rebuild?
You know, they have a quarterback that reminds me of a young Eric Dungy. He's very active with his legs. He can run away from people's secondaries. He can keep plays alive. And when you spread it out, he's very dangerous. Now, they're a young football team on defense, and people have been able to get after that defense a little bit, but you never know what's going to happen with the young people. We've got to come in and we've got to play our game, and if we play our game, we should be okay when the smoke clears, but we've got to really stay locked in and not get caught up with all the distractions.
David Pindell has run for 150 in one game, 130 in another, threw it around to 9 different receivers in their win against Rhode Island last Saturday. Now, Joe Morris will be coming back this week, and a guy I know you have tremendous admiration for. His number 47 will join the cast of characters. It's up there, and it's not a 44 here that leads all the rushing totals in history. It's Little Joe, who broke into Carrier Dome back in 1980.
Got an opportunity to meet him in the spring. Such a humble man, very quiet, but an inner pride. He has that pride about himself. And I'm just so excited to see him going to have an opportunity to get his number retired, to see it go up into the rafters. Number 47, another number, and the leading rusher in the history of Syracuse football, Little Joe Morris, New York Giants, Syracuse. Man, I love it.
And you don't see 47 running the rock that much in college football anymore, and we'll probably keep it that way now with 47 going up for Joe. Last thing, just in general, Coach, the idea, and I know you're trying to get the message out right away, that you want to keep this thing rolling here. The atmosphere is building in and around the dome, downtown the night before the game, the quad, etc., and you can see it having an effect in the games.
You know, I told the players yesterday in practice, I was like, hey, you know, it's a little bit different, isn't it? How was class? You know, how's it walking around? It's a little bit different. That's really good. Now, we need to stay locked in. We need to stay focused and understand why this happened and the things that we need to do if we like for it to continue to happen.
Sure. 4 o'clock start on Saturday, Military Appreciation Day, which I know is important to you as well. Coach, best of luck.
Thank you so much, Matt.
That's Orange head coach Dino Babers in our Babers Insider.